Blue Star High Secondary School video classes for 10th standard mathematics. So last video we see exercise 8.1. Now we are going to see a worked example before exercise 8.2. Example 8.15. The mean of a data is 25.6 and its coefficient of variation is 18.75. Find the standard deviation. So here coefficient of variation, that is CV, is equal to 18.75. Standard deviation we doesn't know. So coefficient of variation, that is CV, is equal to sigma by x bar into 100%. So CV, coefficient of variation, we know 18.75 is equal to sigma by x bar, that is mean is 25.6 into 100. So 18.75 into 25.6 is equal to sigma into 100. 480 is equal to sigma into 100. Sigma is equal to 480 by 100. Therefore, the standard deviation, that is sigma, is equal to, you directly put the decimal, 0 gets cancelled. So 48 divided by 10 is 4.8. Or otherwise you can do the simplification. Afterwards you get the value as 4.8. So sigma is equal to 4.8. Next one is example 8.16. The following table gives the values of a mean and variance of heights and weight of the 10th standard students of a school. So here height and weight is given. Height mean is 155 centimeter and its variance is 72.25 centimeter square. Then weight is 46.50 kg. Then variance is 28.09 kg square. Which is more varying than others? So solution, the given 7 numbers are first data, that is height, mean x bar is equal to 155 centimeter. Variance sigma square is equal to 28.09 centimeter square. So sigma is equal to root of 72.25 and sigma is equal to 8.5. Then coefficient of variation, that is CV1, is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, that is 8.5 by 155 into 100, which is equal to 850 by 155. If you cancel out 155 and 850, it gives 170 by 31. So 170 divided by 31, 5 times 155. Again 15 times, put the decimal, add 1 0, 4 times 124. Remainder is 26, add 1 0, then 8 times 248. The remainder is 12. Add 1 0, then 3 times 97. The remainder is 23. So which is equal to 5.483. So CV1 is equal to 5.483. Next, second data, that is weight. X bar is equal to 46.50 kg. Variance sigma square is equal to 28.09 kg square. So sigma is equal to root of 28.09. So sigma is equal to 5.301, which is implies sigma is equal to 5.3. So coefficient of variance CV2 is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which is equal to 5.3 by 46.5 into 100, which is equal to 530 by 46.5, which is equal to 530 into 10 by 46.5 into 10, it gives 5300 by 465. If you cancelling, you get 1060 by 93. So which is equal to 11.397. So coefficient of variance CV2 is equal to 11.40 percentage. So therefore CV1 is 5.48 percentage, CV2 is equal to 11.40 percentage. Since CV1 is less than CV2, therefore the weight of the students is more varying than the height. Example 8.17. The consumption of number of guava and orange on a particular week by a family are given below. So number of guavas and number of oranges. 3, 5, 6, 4, 3, 5, 4. Number of oranges is 1, 3, 7, 9, 2, 6, 2. So which fruit is consistently consumed by the family? Coefficient of variance is equal to sigma by x bar into 100. First data is guavas. So x square. 3, 5, 6, 4, 3, 5, 4. Summation x is equal to 30. And x square. 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 4 4s are 16, 3 3s are 9, 5 5s are 25, 4 4s are 16. So summation x square is 136. So sigma is equal to root of summation x square by n minus summation x by n the whole square, which is equal to root of 136 by 7 minus 30 by 7 the whole square. So 136 divided by 7, 1 times 7, the remainder is 6. So 66, 9 times 63, you get the remainder 3. Put the decimal, add 1 0. So 4 times 28, the remainder is 2. Again add 1 0, again 2 times 14, you get the remainder as 6. Add 1 0, 8 times 36. The remainder is 24. So which is equal to root of 19.43 minus 18.40, which is equal to root of 1.03. So sigma is approximately equal to 1.01. So this is the standard deviation for the guavas. Next, coefficient of variance CV1 is equal to sigma by x bar into 100. So 1.01 by 4.29 into 100, which is equal to 101 by 429 into 100 by 100. So 10,100 by 429. Now do the division. 2 times 858, the remainder is 152. Next 3 times 1228, the remainder is 233. Put the decimal, add 1 0. 5 times 2145, the remainder is 1850. 4 times 1696, the remainder is 154. So coefficient of variation CV1 is equal to 23.54 percentage. Next, second data is oranges. So oranges, you have number of oranges, that is n is equal to 7. So the x values are 3, 5, 6, 4, 3, 5, 4. Sorry, the data is mistakenly given. X is 1, 3, 4, 7, 9, 2, 6, 2. And x square is 1, 9, 49, 81, 4, 36, 4. So summation x square is 184. This is the data of Goas. You just rectify the mistake. So summation x square is 184. 184 is divided by 7. You get 2 times 14. 4. 44. 6 times 42. Again 2 times. The remainder is 2. 2 times. So 14. The remainder is 6. So 0. 8 times 56. The remainder is 1. So this is the correct tabular column for the second data, number of oranges. That is summation xi is equal to 30 and summation xi square is equal to 184. So here the standard deviation sigma is equal to root of summation x square by n minus summation x by n the whole square, which is equal to root of 184 by 7 minus 30 by 7 the whole square, which is equal to 184 by 7 minus 900 by 49, which is equal to root of 26.29 minus 18.40. So if you subtract this 2, you get 7.89. So root of 7.89 is 2 2s are 4. The remainder is 3. So 2 into 2, 4. Put the decimal and step down the 2 digits. 48 into 8, you get 384. The remainder is 5. So 28 into 2, you get 56. 560 into 0, you get 0. So 5608 into 8, you get 2.809. So the standard deviation sigma is approximately equal to 2.81. Therefore, coefficient of variation CV1 is equal to sigma by x into 100, which is equal to 2.81 by 4.29 into 100, which is equal to 281 by 4.29 into 100 by 100. So 28,100 by 429. So CV2 is equal to 65.50. So we already find CV1 is equal to 23.54 percentage and CV2 is equal to 65.50 percentage. Since CV1 is less than CV2, so we can conclude that the consumption of Goas is more than oranges. Now let us move to the exercise problems. Exercise 8.2, problem number 1. The standard deviation and mean of a data are 6.5 and 12.5 respectively. Find the coefficient of variation. So sigma is equal to 6.5, x bar is equal to 12.5. You know the formula for finding coefficient of variation, that is CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which is equal to 6.5 by 12.5 into 100, which is equal to 650 by 12.5 is equal to 650 by 12.5 into 10 by 10. Which is equal to 6500 by 125. Now you do the division. 5 times 625. You get the remainder 25. So 2 times 250. Which is equal to the coefficient of variation is equal to 52 percentage. Problem number 2. The standard deviation and coefficient of variation of a data are 12 and 25.6 respectively. Find the value of mean. So sigma is equal to 1.2, CV is equal to 25.6 and x bar we doesn't know. Then coefficient of variation, that is CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100. 25.6 is equal to 1.2 by x bar into 100, which is implies 25.6 is equal to 120 by x, that is x bar. So x bar into 25.6 is equal to 120. X bar is equal to 120 into 10 by 25.6 into 10. So x bar is equal to 1200 by 256, which is implies x bar value as 4.687. So which is nothing but the mean x bar is equal to 4.69. Problem number 3. If the mean and coefficient of variation of a data are 15 and 48 respectively, then find the value of standard deviation. So here they given mean and CV, you have to find the standard deviation. So mean x bar is equal to 15, coefficient of variation is 48, and sigma you have to calculate. So CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100. 48 is equal to sigma by 15 into 100. So 48 into 15 is equal to sigma into 15. So 48 into 15 by 100 is equal to sigma. So 100 and 15 gets cancelled, 3 times 20 times, again 20 and 48 gets cancelled, 12 times 5 times. So sigma 12 into 3 by 5 is equal to 36 by 5. So 36 divided by 5, 7 5s are 35, the remainder is 1. Put the decimal, add 1 0. So 2 times 10. So sigma is equal to 7.2. Next, problem number 4. If n is equal to 5, x bar is equal to 6, summation x square is equal to 765, then calculate the coefficient of variation. That is, you have to find the CV. So n is equal to 5 is given in the question, x bar is equal to 6, which is equal to summation x by n. Then also given that summation x square is equal to 765, you have to find the standard deviation. So standard deviation sigma is equal to root of summation x square by n minus summation x square by x by n the whole square. Because if you know the standard deviation, then only we can find the coefficient of variation. So which is equal to root of 765 by 5 minus 6 the whole square, which is equal to root of 153 minus 36, which is equal to root of 117, is equal to 10.817202. So sigma is equal to 10.817. Next, you have to find the coefficient of variation, that is sigma by x bar into 100, which is equal to 10.817 by 6 into 100, which is equal to 1081.7 by 6. Now you do the division. 1 times 6, the remainder is 4. Step down 8. 8 times 48, the remainder is 0. Then add 1 0. Step down the next digit 1, put the decimal and step down 7. So 2 times 12, the remainder is 5. Add 1 0, 8 times 48, the remainder is 2. So it goes on. So CV is equal to 180.28%. Next, problem number 5. Find the coefficient of variation of 24, 26, 33, 37, 29 and 31. So coefficient of variation is equal to sigma by x bar into 100. First you have to find the mean, that is x bar is equal to summation x by n, which is equal to 24 plus 26 plus 33 plus 37 plus 29 plus 31 by 6. Because in this problem they just given the data. So first you have to find the arithmetic mean, that is x bar. Next, you have to find the standard deviation. After that, only we can find the coefficient of variation. So, which is equal to 180 by 6. So, x bar is equal to 30. So, next you have to find the standard deviation. So, sigma is equal to root of summation x square by n minus summation x by n the whole square. So, summation x square by n is equal to 24 square plus 26 square plus 33 square plus 37 square plus 29 square plus 31 square divided by 6, which is equal to 576 plus 676 plus 1089 plus 1369 plus 841 plus 961 by 6, which is implies summation x square by n is equal to 5515 by 6, 5512 by 6. So, summation x square by n is equal to 918.666. So, standard deviation sigma is equal to root of 918.67 minus 30 the whole square, which is equal to root of 918.67 minus 900, which is equal to root of 18.67. So, sigma is equal to 4.32. Now, we know x bar value and sigma value. Then, you have to find the coefficient of variation. So, CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which is equal to 4.32 by 30 into 100, which is equal to 432 by 30. So, CV is equal to 144%. Next, problem number 6. The time taken in minutes to complete a homework by 8 students in a day are given by 38, 48, 47, 44, 46, 43, 49, 53. Find the coefficient of variation. So, the given data are, you just write the data. First, you have to find x bar. So, summation x by n is equal to sum of observation by number of observation, which is equal to 360 by 8, which is equal to 45. Next, summation x square by n is equal to sum of squares of observation by number of observation. So, which is equal to 1444 plus 1600 plus 2209 plus 1936 plus 2116 plus 1849 plus 2401 plus 2809 by 8. Therefore, summation x square by n is equal to 16,364 by 8. So, do the division. 2 times 16, remainder 0. Add 1 0 and step down the 2 digits, 36. 4 times 32, the remainder is 4. So, 44. 5 times 40, the remainder is 4. Put the decimal, add 1 0. 5 times 40. So, the remainder is 0. So, summation x square by n is equal to 2045.5. So, sigma is equal to root of summation x square by n minus summation x by n the whole square, which is equal to root of 2045.5 minus 45 the whole square, which is equal to 2045.5 minus 2025, which is equal to root of 20.5, which is implies sigma is approximately equal to 4.528. That is, sigma is equal to 4.53. Next, you have to find CV. So, CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which is equal to 4.53 by 45 into 100. which is equal to 453 by 45. So you get cancel means 151 by 15. So 1 times 15, step down 1, add zeros, put decimal and add other one 0. So 100, 6 times 90, the remainder is 10. So CV is 10.066. So CV is approximately equal to 10.07 percentage. Problem number 7. The total marks scored by two students, Satya and Vidya, in 5 subjects are 460 and 480 with standard deviation 4.6 and 2.4 respectively. Who is more consistent in performance? First data, Satya standard deviation is equal to 4.6. So total marks by Satya, that is summation x is equal to 460 and number of subjects is n. So n is equal to 5. So x bar is equal to summation x by n. So 460 by 5. So you get x bar is equal to 92. Then coefficient of variation CV1 is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which is equal to 4.6 by 92 into 100 is equal to 460 by 92. So CV1 is equal to 5%. Next, second data is Vidya. Vidya standard deviation is 2.4. So total marks by Vidya is summation x is equal to 480 and n is equal to 5. X bar is equal to summation x by n, which is implies x bar is equal to 480 by 5. So x bar is 96. Then coefficient of variation CV2 is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which is equal to 2.4 by 96 into 100, which is equal to 240 by 96. So CV2 is equal to 5 by 2, which is nothing but 2.5%. So Vidya is more consistent. The data with lesser coefficient of variation is more consistent. Problem number 8. The mean standard deviation of marks obtained by 40 students of a class in 3 subjects, mathematics, science and social, are given below. Which of 3 subjects shows highest variation and which shows the lowest variations in marks? So subject mean and standard deviation, max mean is 5612, science is 6514 and social is 6010. In mathematics, the mean x bar is equal to 56, sigma is equal to 12. So coefficient of variation CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which is equal to 12 by 56 into 100, 1200 by 56, which is equal to 150 by 7. So 150 divided by 7, 2 times 14, the remainder is 1. So step down 0. 1 times 7, the remainder is 3. Put decimal, add 1 0. So 4 times 28. The remainder is 2. Add 1 0. 2 times 14. The remainder is 6. Add 1 0. 8 times 58. The remainder is 2. So CV of mathematics is equal to 21.428. Next, science subject, its mean x bar is equal to 65 and standard deviation is equal to 14. CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which is equal to 14 by 65 into 100, which is equal to 1400 by 65, is equal to 280 by 13. So 280 divided by 13, you get 2 times 26, the remainder is 2. So step down 0, 1 times 13, the remainder is 7. Put the decimal, add 1 0. 5 times 65, the remainder is 5. Add 1 0. 3 times 39, the remainder is 11. Add 1 0. 8 times 104, the remainder is 6. So therefore sigma, that is CV, is equal to, that is not sigma, CV is equal to 21.538. Next, for social subject, for social science, x bar is equal to 60, sigma is equal to 10. So CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100 is equal to 10 by 60 into 100, which is equal to 1000 by 60, 50 by 3. So 3 divided by 50, you get 16 times 48. The remainder is 2. Put the decimal, add 1 0. 6 times 18, the remainder is 2. So it goes on. So 16.666 it goes on. So CV for social science is equal to 16.67. So highest coefficient of variation in marks is science and lowest coefficient of variation in marks is social science. Problem number 9, last problem of this exercise and statistics 2. The temperature of two cities A and B in a winter season are given below. Temperature of a city A in degrees Celsius and temperature of city B in degrees Celsius. That is 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 11, 14, 15, 17, 18. Find which city is more consistent in temperature changes. So standard deviation sigma is equal to root of summation d square by n minus summation d by n the whole square. For city A, let the assumed mean A is equal to 22. Put the tabular column, xi d is equal to xi minus A. So here the A value is 22. So the x is 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. So 18 minus 22 is minus 4, 20 minus 22 is minus 2, 22 minus 22 is 0, 24 minus 22 is 2, 26 minus 22 is 4. So summation di is 0. Then 4 minus 4 square is 16, minus 2 square is 4, 0, 4, 16. So summation di square is equal to 40. Sigma is equal to root of 40 by 5 minus 0 square is equal to root 8. So root 8 is nothing but 2.828, which is equal to 2.83. So x bar is equal to summation x by n. So which is equal to, you just add all the observation by number of observation, which is equal to 110 by 5 is equal to 22. So coefficient of variation CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100 is equal to 2.83 by 22 into 100%. So coefficient of variation of city A is 12.86%. Next, for the city B, let the assumed mean B be 15. So x d is equal to xi minus b, that is xi minus 15 di square. So the xi values are 11, 14, 15, 17, 18. So 11 minus 15 is minus 4, 14 minus 15 is minus 1, 15 minus 15 is 0, 17 minus 15 is 2, 18 minus 15 is 3. So di square minus 4 the whole square is 16, minus 1 the whole square is 1, then 0, 4, 9. So summation di is 0 and summation di square is equal to 30. So standard deviation sigma is equal to root of 30 by 5 minus 0 by 5 the whole square which is equal to root 6 minus 0 is equal to root 6 is equal to 2.449. So mean x bar is equal to summation xi by n is equal to sum of observation by number of observation. You get 75 by 5 which is equal to 15. So coefficient of variation CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100 is equal to 2.4495 by 15 into 100, which is equal to 244.95 by 15 percentage. So which is equal to 16.33 percentage. So therefore CV of the temperature of city A is less than CV of temperature of city B. So city A is more consistent in temperature change. So that's all students. Up to this exercise 8.2 is over. In this exercise full and full we concentrate on coefficient of variations. So at first in exercise 8.1 we see about how to find the range and coefficient of range and standard deviation. In that standard deviation we see grouped data and ungrouped data. In that we have different method, direct method, step deviation method, assumed mean method, etc. In exercise 8.2 we see how to find coefficient of variation when mean and standard deviation is given, and if it is not given you have to first find the mean and standard deviation. After that you have to find the coefficient of variation. Then in 5 mark we compare the two cities or fruits, the data of the two different things, and you just compare the coefficient of two variations and which one is consistent. So up to this the statistics topic is over. For the next video we are going to see the same unit 8, but the new topic you are going to see is probability. So last year itself we see a probability. So for the next video I am going to give a introduction of probability as well as we see the worked example. I hope you all are understand the video and problems very well. Thank you students. Have a nice day.